All right. So this live stream is all about understanding the value of content in your business. Like you, as the owner of the business or leader of the business, or really even leader of a department, the importance of putting together content and putting that content out onto the internet, right? Like, what's the point of doing it? And trust me, I'm someone that didn't really want to do content whatsoever. But after doing it now for a period of time, I can see the value and it's worth doing, right? And trust me, right now I have a window of time between my 1:30 call and my 2 o'clock call. There's a million things I'd rather be doing or able to do, should be doing than make content right now, right? But in this window, I'm doing it because I'm making a push to make, doubling down on the content that I put out in 2026 for the reason that what I've come to realize is it's one of the highest forms of leverage that I can possibly do as the leader of my organization for the brand, not just for a personal brand, but for the company. And let me explain that. So, first of all, content is what Dan Martell, the author of Buy Back Your Time and an awesome business coach, talks about as one of the four um, ways of leverage, like the four C's of leverage. And what he talks about is the four C's of leverage are capital, right? With capital, you have a lot of leverage. You can do a lot of things with capital. Number two is content. Number three is building a community, and four is code, right? If you have the ability to build code, or if you were able to build an app, that code was used, right? If you have some ability to leverage code, this is one of the C's of leverage. Capital, obviously, the number one. Number two is content. Number three is community, and number four is code. So, like, if you think about it, if you had a giant community of people that listen to you, that are a captive audience, right? What is that? That's something that makes you valuable, that makes your business valuable. Think about how many billionaires have been created in the most, more recent years because of their audiences. On an extreme example, Ryan Reynolds has made more money in business than he has in movies, right? He created an audience, he created a community, right? He had capital from the acting, right? He had a community through the acting, and then utilize that for phones, right? Or Kylie Jenner with makeup, or Haley Bieber with, makeup as well, right? Like, people that have communities are able to leverage that. A lot of times, if I were to go into business with someone, I would go into a business partnership either because they have capital, a community, like an audience we could sell to, or some skill that they don't have. But again, capital and community are really important. So what is content? Content is the way of building a community, building a base of people that know, like, and trust you, that you're an authority figure, that they feel like they know you on a personal level from seeing your content, that you can then leverage in your business. And so content is super powerful and super helpful. So how does it work? The way that it works is, first of all, you don't have to really overthink content. I remember when I first started making content, I was very uncomfortable. I thought I had to be a certain way. What I realized was I'm just going to be myself, right? There's nothing different really between me on camera and me in my real life. I just try to be myself. And this is the best way to create content, because then you don't have to really overthink it, right? Just authentically be you. Share your wins, share your lessons, share your, negative things that happen. Just be in front of the camera. Just be available. I'll give you an example. I've never made content for my living room like this. I feel weird. I have my couch behind me, Christmas tree behind me, or I'm in my living room. And that's something I normally do? No, but you know what? Why not? Why not, leverage wherever I am? If I'm in the office, I'm making content. If I'm home now, I'm going to start making content. And this is my own journey. And if you look back at my Instagram all the way down, only a couple of years ago, I didn't post at all on Instagram. My last post was from like 2020 or something, and it was 2023. I didn't only, really start doing content until a couple of years ago. And listen, is it amazing for me? No. Do I have thousands of followers? No. Do I get lots of views? No, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the audience that is viewing is the exact audience that I'm curating. And maybe that's what I just tell myself to make this stuff. But the reality is, I've learned that when I make this content, it helps me recruit people. It helps me recruit brands. It helps me recruit franchise owners. It helps me recruit franchise consultants that buy into the mission and believe in what we're doing, right? At the end of the day, that's what I'm doing. It's like getting a chance to speak on stage, except for free, on a computer and on my phone, from the comfort of my house, right? Like, think about the leverage behind that. The ability to communicate with people and meet them where they are, which is on a screen usually, and be able to share your message and get results out of it, right? So what's the point? Like, for me, very clear goal. I'm trying to recruit great people to work at Voda and work at Franchise Playbook. That's my number one job as the CEO of the company. And the more that I put this content out, I find us hiring more and more teammates. Dan, I saw your content, watched your video, I liked your post, saw your thing, so I just got engaged, whatever. And the next thing you know, they're in our kind of like hiring funnel and they're working at Voda. That's the whole point. Is it comfortable for me? No. So if you own a business and you're thinking about doing content, just keep that in mind. The best creators, and I'm certainly not one of them, but the best creators out there, they don't like doing it either, probably. They're not comfortable doing it either. But they've come to realize that the amount of value in putting out videos about your business and about yourself is worth the discomfort. It's worth the time investment or sometimes the monetary investment. And so the more that you think about putting out this information about yourself, about your business, about your mission, about your vision, you're going to be able to recruit great people into your organization just by doing this, right? And so that's really the benefit of putting out the content. And listen, I get it. You have people think like, oh, they're a content creator. Oh, they must be, not busy in their business doing that. It takes a few hours a week. Like for me, I make these videos that you see get posted online. We make them in 4 hours once a month. I change shirts, we change rooms, I batch it out, we do it in one shot, and then those go on the internet. And a month later, we do it again. It's not a giant investment of time whatsoever. If you have a system, right, as that book, Atomic Habits says, you don't rise to the level of your systems. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Making content is all about just creating a system. And then next thing you know, you're spending 10, 20, 30 minutes a day on it, and you're getting the leverage of hours and leverage that comes from posting out evergreen content. Thanks for joining. See you in the next one.